Hello everybody, I'm JackieKCooper, and what we're doing today is I'm going to give you an extended review of the movie Breakthrough. This movie comes out on April 17th, and people have been looking forward to it ever since they saw the trailer, and the trailer was released several months ago. And it basically shows a lot of the movie in the trailer, so I don't want to give spoilers or anything, but the basic advertisement for this film is boy goes out on the ice, boy falls through the ice, boy is dead, mother prays. And then the movie goes from there. But the trailer kind of gives you this idealistic family that everything is just so happy. There's the mother, there's the father, there's the community preacher, and he's involved. Then there's the 14-year-old boy who's just part of this loving family. Well, you go to see the movie and you realize there's a lot more depth that's going on in this film than is shown in the trailer. For one thing, it is based on an actual true story, because there are elements of this film that you would think, no, I'm not going to believe that, but you have to because they're facts. They can be validated. These things actually happen. It's the story of a boy named John Smith, and he's played by Maxwell, and he's 14 years old. He's the star of the basketball team at his school, and he really prides himself on his athletic skills. Kind of got a little bit of a swollen head when it comes to his prowess as a basketball player. It's the Martin Luther King Jr.'s holiday, and he and two friends go to stay with his friend's house, which is on the side of a lake. And the lake is frozen over, and so he and his two friends wake up, go down and start playing on the ice. A man nearby comes out, hollers at them, saying, get off the ice. And they say, oh, we're practicing for the Olympics. We're going to be hockey players or whatever. And he says, no, get off the ice. And the ice cracks and they go into the water. And John gets submerged. The other two boys are clinging onto the ice, and he gets submerged. And then the rescue teams head in, and they get him to the hospital, and they cannot get him to recover. And pretty much the doctors and the doctor's staff give up on him and say, there's no pulse, there's no sign of life, and kind of step back because his mother, played by Chrissy Metz, who is on This Is Us, the TV series, gets to the hospital. His father, who is played by Josh Lucas, is a little bit later coming, but she goes in, she sees her son there, she realizes that he doesn't have a pulse, and she just begins to open her heart to God, praying for the recovery and return of her son, and she prays over it. And again, this is a true story, so different things that happen that you may scoff at or whatever, you can't because of the truth of the story. I'm not going to say anything more about it, but that's given in the promo for the film. But I do want to say, Maxwell, who plays John Smith, is very natural as a teenager. He acts like a 14-year-old. That's just a great way that he and his friends are in the film. And I've got to single out Chrissy Metz. I've watched This Is Us, and I know there's been drama on that TV series, but in this movie, she really runs the gamut of emotions, and she's real nice to some people, and then she's got kind of a prickly side. At the start of the movie, she is not enamored of the preacher at their church. They've got a new preacher. He's played by Topher Grace, and they've gone from a traditional service to a more modern service with guitar music and some rap music even. And she does not like that at all. She keeps addressing him as pastor, and he keeps saying, call me Jason. He said, my name is Jason. And she said, yes, pastor. So it shows her with kind of a prickly side. When she gets to the hospital and she doesn't feel like the doctors are doing enough for her son, then she doesn't hesitate to dress them down and tell them what she wants done, all that. It really is a good performance. The two doctors of the movie are played by Sam Trammell and Dennis Haysbert, and both of them are good. But one of the outstanding people is one of the rescue workers. His name is Tommy in the film. He's played by Mike Coulter. Look for him because he is really, really good in this movie. But I enjoyed the whole movie. I love the message. I love the fact that it was based on truth, that this was an actual story, and you can look it up and research it and find out what happened or whatever. Don't do it before you see the movie because it might ruin the movie for you. But it's a movie that moves you. And I want to, feel that. I want to have some emotion, coming to me and out of me back to the screen when I see a movie. And this movie really broke through and got my emotions involved. I mean, it's one of those tearjerker movies that really plays on the emotions. It's rated PG because that's just for tense situations involved with this incident. But I recommend it. I thought it was great. I scored it 8 out of 10. Like I said, the movie broke through to me, and I had a really great time with it. This has been Jackie K. Cooper talking to you about the movie Breakthrough.